Hey there, I'm going to talk to you today about contouring. And I know whenever I talk about contouring, people get nervous about it because it is foreign and it looks scary. And sometimes it can be scary, but I'm going to make it as easy as possible for you to follow. Contouring is the art of making something look smaller by using a darker color. So you can use shadow scents, blush scents, foundations, concealers. I really like to use deep concealer and our foundations like cinnamon, coffee, truffle, or deep caramel. I love those colors. If you are a woman of color, I like to add Onyx Shadow Scents to truffle. It's really easy to blend and it looks really, really beautiful on the skin. So there's multiple different things that you can use. Today I'm going to use deep concealer and I'm going to demonstrate how to contour. And I know that you're like, well, where do I begin? What do I even want to contour? Well, what would you like to make look smaller? And here are some of the typical places people like to contour: forehead, cheek, nose, chin area. Okay, that's kind of like the big ones. So I'm going to demonstrate how to do that. And I specifically like to use the Real Technique stippling brush. Again, I want to layer our products, and it gives the best pigment with the stippling brush. If you wipe, and you'll watch me do this, if you wipe anything that you've put on underneath, if it hasn't dried a ton, like you haven't given it a long drying period, you can wipe off whatever's underneath. So what I do is I evenly disperse the color on my brush. So I'm evenly dispersing it. An even disbursement means an even application, so it's really important. And what you want to do is you want to go into the hollow, right in here, okay? And don't freak out if you think you've gotten too much color, because you have your foundation brush, okay? And I will show you how to fix it. So again, I'm stippling right underneath the hollow. You can take your foundation brush and you stipple right on top of it so it blends it out really nicely. See how it blended it out? But it still kind of cuts the cheek, okay? You want a nice shadow so that it looks like the cheek is being cut. Then what I do, and I'm only gonna do half the face so you can really see the difference. The next thing that I'm gonna do is whatever is left on my brush is I take it and I go from the hairline down, and I'm giving the illusion that my forehead is being pushed down using the color, okay? And you can always add color if you need to. And then I just go over a little bit with the foundation brush and see how it's already warmed up my skin, gives me a little dimension. And so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take what's left on my brush again, and I'm going to do my chin area. And where I start is I actually start behind the ear where the jaw begins, and you blend it downward, right under the jaw and down the neck. Okay, you really want to make sure, see how this side you can still kind of see my man-made double chin. I like pizza and wine, so there she is. Okay, whereas this side, it's much more cut. I'm just using color to give the illusion that my double chin isn't as bad as it really is. Good thing I'm married, or I would be catfishing my husband. Like, he knows what I look like. So that is the contouring for the cheek, the forehead, and the jaw. The next thing is the nose. So if you want to, I don't contour my nose, but if you want to contour your nose, and let's say you want to make your nose longer, you would go do a line here and a line here, and then you would blend it downward. So all you would do is make a line here, okay, and then blend it downward. And this is going to hide the wideness. So if you have a wider nose and you want it more narrow, doing this is going to make it look more narrow. Okay, now if you want to shorten, if you have a long narrow nose and you want to shorten, you're going to contour the tip. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take it, and you see I have a little line from my slope. You're going to create that. So you're going to draw a line right on that where the slope would be if you don't have one. And then I just go over it lightly with the foundation brush again. To blend it out. You can also take what's left, and if you want a poutier look, you can contour your dip area right underneath your lip, and it just makes the lip pop out a little bit more, giving you a little poutier of a look. And that's it. That is Contouring 101. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to do. And just remember that contouring is the art of making something look smaller by using a darker color. So as you can see, as I'm talking, see how this looks more cut than this side? That's all that I did, is I just used a darker color to make something look smaller. So I hope this video helped, and have a great day. Bye guys.